We left New York City when I was 6 years old and moved to Weaverville, North Carolina, so big city to the sticks. Grew up, I was the only Jewish kid in the school, so that was kind of like, bam into North Carolina. After the bar mitzvahs, like most Jewish kids, you start falling away, not going to synagogue on Friday and Saturdays. And then I started losing my faith. I started not even believing, I was like kind of on the border of not believing anything. I was like, I just don't know. I'm not feeling it. It was always there. Like, I was running a restaurant and I was like, I got a good career, make good money, have a beautiful wife, got a healthy daughter, and something's still missing. Something is missing. And I always had that ache of something missing. I wasn't miserable all the time. I mean, I filled it with different things, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, but it was still, there was times where it was, most time it was still empty, even though trying to fill it. My business partner, when we moved to Winston, was a Christian businessman, which meant nothing to me. I was like, all right, that's great. I'm a non-practicing Jewish guy. All right, let's do this. And they had a small group that they wanted to start meeting at the restaurant. And I said, sure, no problem at all. I'd get up, I'd make the coffee, have at it, like 10 guys. And he invited me to come listen. I was like, nah, I don't know. I thought it was all a bunch of hypocrites. I felt like, that's great. You believe in Jesus, you believe he died on the cross, and it was all, I just didn't get it though. So in about 3 weeks, I started going to the weekly meetings and hearing these guys give their testimonies and how Jesus Christ has brought them to see him, to actually have fellowship with Jesus. They were sinners, they were adulterers, they were alcoholics, and they were like, you know what? God came and said, what are you doing? It's okay, I'm forgiven, you're forgiven. So I was like, that was very attractive to me. I was just like, that, because I made so many mistakes in my life, my adult life, that I was like, this is, wow, you can be real with other men, and this is the freedom of knowing Jesus. I read the Bible, front and back. I started, all the guys like, yeah, Eddie's interested. They brought me books upon books upon books. And it was quite an exciting time. And so on my own, I asked Christ into my heart. God became completely different, because the Old Testament, I never read the New Testament. So I didn't, I heard bits and pieces of it, but I never read it. So, God was a God of love. And I'm still trying to get my mind around how much he loves me. I'm still working on that piece. I think humbling yourself is a freeing time. I think, not feeling like you have to be the best at anything or everything. It's freeing. It's you don't have to rest, you don't have to put so much pressure upon yourself. I'm gonna fall short. I know I'm gonna fall short. I know I can strive to do the best I can. But I don't have to beat myself up or feel like a failure, but just the freedom that your sins are forgiven. The freedom of knowing that he loves us and he accepts us, and it's okay that we've all fall short.